Welcome guys. Now in this section we're going to see about DDL statement. These are the types of SQL. SQL language is divided into four different components: DDL, DML, DCL and TCL. Now we're going to see DDL. What is a DDL statement? DDL statement is nothing but it stands for data definition language. And what is the use of this DDL statement is it is used to create, alter or modify or drop a database object. In the previous section we already seen what is database object. I mean the table, views, synonyms, all those things is called as a database objects. Now some SQL commands will come under this DDL category. For example, create, alter, drop, rename and truncate. These 5 commands will come under this DDL category. So in this section, we're going to see in depth about these 5 commands. So let's create a table now in SQL Developer. So in SQL Developer, now we're going to see about DDL statement. When you are going to add some comments, you can use this symbol double hyphen. This double hyphen symbol is used for single line comment, and this symbol slash star is used for multi-line command. So you have to end the multi-line command with slash star. It starts with slash star and end with star slash. By using this command we can take our notes or explanation of the below query like this and all. Now we going to create a table. I am going to create a table name called players, and under the players I have player ID, player name and score, and I have 3 different rows. Shall we create the table like this? When you're going to create any table, please see the syntax of creating a table. For example, see here, create table, your table name. Okay, so I'm going to create a table name called players, and under the players table I have 3 columns: player ID, player name and score. So that's why I have mentioned player ID, player name and score. For each and every column I need to mention the data type of the particular column while creating a table. For example, player ID, I declare the data type as number. For player name, I declare the data type as varchar2. And for the score, I declare the data type as number. So what does it mean is the player ID, in the player ID column, I can able to put only the numbers. I can't able to put some alphanumeric characters, those things and all. So in a player name, I declare the data type as varchar2, right? So it will accept alphanumeric characters. For example, it will accept alphabetical letters as well as numbers and some special symbols also. So this is a simple way of creating a table. So now this table have 3 columns. Now I am going to insert some rows. See the insert statement syntax: insert into players values. You have to give players your table name, then values, and after the values you're going to give 3 different values, because while creating a table I mentioned 3 different columns, right? For those columns I'm going to give the respective values. For player ID I'm just giving 1, and for player name I'm just giving Sachin, and for score I just given 100. So like this I add 3 rows. So shall we execute this query? Just keep your cursor on this line number and execute this command. We'll ask the user ID. Okay, now you got a message called table players created. And I'm going to insert some records. 1 row inserted. 1 row inserted. So successfully I have inserted 3 rows. That's nice. Suppose you need to see your table means you can use this command, select command. So this select command is used for to display the records from our table. If you put select star from players, you can see the 3 columns whatever you have mentioned while creating the table, and respective for the respective columns we have the records also. 1 Sachin 100 at last my table will look like this. So I can add so many rows as much as I needed. I hope now you have understand how to create a table and insert some record. In the next part, we're going to see how to add some new column in a table. For example, in the player table, we have only 3 columns. So in future, we may require some more column need to be added in this players table. So at the time, better you can use this alter command. See this alter command, just I am going to give alter table, my table name, add country varchar 2 of 30. So here I am going to add a country column. For the country column I need to mention some data type also. So it's very important for each whenever you add some column to your table, please mention the data type for the column. So for the country column, I have given varchar 2 of 30. What is meant by 30 is nothing but it will accept 30 characters. So now I am going to execute this query. Table players altered. Now if you see this query, select star from players, it will show player ID, player name, score and country. So we didn't have add any values right in the country column initially. So that's why it is showing as a null. So this is a way of adding a new column. Please see the syntax is very easy. Alter table, your table name, then add your column name, then data type for the column. Then suppose you need to remove some columns in a table means we have one more syntax for this. In the same alter command we can able to remove the column also. So this is a way of how we are removing a column. Alter table, table name, drop column, your column name. So in this syntax I am going to remove the column called country. Previously I added a new column called country and this is there in the table right now, and now I am going to remove that column. So this is the syntax for removing the column. I am going to execute this query. So game table players alter. Now if I see, now if I check in my table, players table, that country column is no more because I removed this column by using this command. Now suppose you need to rename the column name means it's possible by using the same alter command. The first 3 word will always come same. Alter table, table name, and here only the syntax will get changed. Rename column score to test score. So what I'm going to do here is, here I have a score column, right? I need to rename the score column to the test score column. Okay, so just I'm renaming the column, that's it. Okay, so I'm going to execute the query now. Alter. Now if I see in my players table, I can see my new column name here, test score. Okay, and the next thing, we can also able to change the size of a column. For example, if we put DEAC and your table name players, it will show your table structure, how many columns you have, and what are the respective data types. And see, the maximum size for player name is 30. Suppose I need, instead of a 30, I need to update as 50 means yes, it's possible by executing the alter command. So before going to see that, first understand what is DESC. DESC command is stands for DESC stands for describe. This command is used to see our table structure. It's nothing but DESC command is used to display how many columns and what are the data types is there and what is the maximum number of the data types. Suppose if you need to see your table structure means better you can use this DESC command. So now my next task is I need to increase the size of player name from 30 to 50. So I can follow this line. See here, alter table name, modify player name, varchar2 of 50. So I need to use modify keyword and my existing column name. Then what is the data type you going to give? Varchar2 means varchar2 of 50. Remember previously, now it's 30 is there. Now I am going to change the size as 50. Now I am going to execute this command. I got a message called table players altered. Now if I see the size by using this DESA command, I can see my structure here varchar2 of 50. So by this way I can increase the size or reduce the size. It's depending upon our business need. Now the next thing is I can able to remove the table from my database by using this drop command. What is the use of drop is nothing but it is used to remove our table from the database. So this is a syntax, drop table name. If I execute this command, the table will be entirely deleted from the database. Next thing is a rename. What is a rename? Suppose you need to rename your table. The previously we renamed the column, right? Now you're going to rename the table means you can use this rename command. Rename your existing table name to, and what is the new name you're going to give for the players table, that name you can give it here. So rename players to players TDLS. If you execute like this, you got a message called table renamed. Okay, so now if you execute this command, select star from players. If you execute this command, do you think it will execute? It will say table or view does not exist. Any guess why it's saying like this? Because we renamed our table. That's why now players table is no more there. Instead of that, my table name now will be players underscore DTLS. So if I rename players underscore DTLS here, I can able to see my table. Yes. So once you renamed your table, please use your new name, what you have given. And the last command we're going to see is a truncate. Truncate is nothing but it is used to delete entire rows in my players table. So here I have a 3 rows, right? Now see here, I'm going to execute this truncate command. Sorry, I need to give my new table name here. So DTLS. If I execute this command, I got a message called table players DTLS truncated. So if I, by using a select statement, if I see is there any rows in my table, no rows is there because truncate will remove all the rows from your table. So this is a use of the truncate command. I hope guys you have learned what is create, alter, drop, truncate and rename command in which is come under this DDL category. In the next section, we going to see what is the data type in Oracle. See you in the next section. Bye guys.